So, when's the last time that you've had a panic attack? Hmm? Would you guess that I'm having one right now? Freaking out. I am. I'm freaking out. Freaking the fuck out. And I'm doing everything in my power to hold it together. And you might be like, why? What's the reason for it? I feel like a situation that possibly could get better will, in fact, not at all, and then just get worse. And perhaps messing with it, because I did mess with it. I reached out. I reached out. Haven't been able to just let let it go. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do that. Parts of it I have, because you can't change time. But parts of it I've not, you know, and having dealing with it or begun to, I'm freaking the fuck out. Like inside of my head though. I'm sure you could probably use some sort of scope to tell. Heart's probably beating all crazy. Brain waves are probably all crazy. But I don't know what it is. I know what it feels like. So what do you do? What do you do? You know, people tell you all the time, oh, it'll get better, or this and that. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't get any better. And if you've had it get worse instead of better, you remember that. You remember that. But you also remember the times when you've inflicted it to someone else. You do. You do. And I have. I inflicted that all kinds of ways onto this other person and probably the others involved. I know I did. I know I did. And right now I'm feeling it. I'm experiencing it. So I'm trying to maintain my cool. Like they say, sit with it, you know, being mindful. Everyone always says, like, when they talk about things that they have done, things that have happened, they say, what did you do to bring yourself to this place? And that's true. That's true. If you don't relive what you did to bring yourself to that place, what how are you gonna repair it? You're not. You'll just do the same thing again and again and again until you realize that. I took that I was I took that as good wisdom. I've heard that before, and I've done it. I've done it, and now I'm trying to get through a bottleneck of it and connect to the right future, the right future timeline, perhaps that can go in the best optimal way. That situation in the state that it is can be in will be repaired without just having to Be like, oh, I'll never see those people again. When you have people that you love, care about, and you don't have any communication with them, it's like you feel like they're dead. You feel like they've died. And that's a worse feeling because it's not like when somebody actually dies. It's like they've just died to you. They're still living their life and happy and fine. It's not being jealous of that because you want them to be in their life happy and fine. But when somebody's an important part of you, you share the happiness that they are when you genuinely care about them. And I know that. And I was trying to scoot that to the place where it could happen. And now I'm freaking the fuck out, thinking it won't. And thinking that if it won't, it'll be back to it's like they're dead again. And that was horrible. That was the worst fucking feeling I've ever had in my life. You know, knowing what I did to get myself to that place. But you still try to remember there were good things, you know. And I'm trying to take the experience that I had of having like this vision and thinking that the time that I was supposed to be away was agreed to between me and that person. And I told them that. And I think they understood it. When I'd seen them when they came, it's just some of those small things they said made me um, tell. They validated it in a way by the word they were saying because it was something that I heard them say in the vision. It's the same thing. You honored your father. You will need to honor your father. Just weird shit. And then plus, it's coming upon the day when my dad died, and that one's bothering me too. I heard this person cry about my dad and my dad being such a good person to them and loving them. And that's the way that I feel about them. It made me cry too, even hearing the person cry, because I know that they're upset. And I know that they have those really strong emotions and that they've maybe gotten some sort of handle on them. Maybe not. Emotions are a motherfucker. But still, I'm freaking the fuck out inside of myself. It's just beating crazy thinking about it. I could cry. Could just up and do that if I was to even think about my father or any of the certain real live wires of the relationship. I'd be out of there. But I'm trying to hold it together. I'm trying to transmute it. I'm having a real hard time doing it because I pushed the rest of my ships forward and was like, please, this is not necessary. This is like when you know something's wrong or not the right way, not right, you know it. That's what it feels like. Like it's not, that's the worst thing that could be. It's already bad. You know what I mean? When you lose years and it doesn't even seem like it's been but two. That's why I quit fucking with other women like almost 7 years ago. I couldn't do it no more. I didn't like the person that I was. I didn't. I said I need to work on myself. And then I freaked out at some period of time. Uh, Somewhere along there, probably within the last year, thinking it had been so long that, you need something to happen or it won't ever happen again with a person. And I don't think there is another person. I don't think that's I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Freaking